Anyway, this is the Poage House. This was the nephew's house, Scott Poage. And this house was built about the same time that house was built over the white one. It didn't have the second floor on it. It just had the single floor. And they built that later. One of the other groups that came through and that owned the house built that later. There was several families, prominent Waco families that lived in this house. There was people at Carroll Woods that had Carroll Woods Manufacturing where our brothers worked over there. And then of course there was several attorneys and people that lived in here. So I don't remember them all right now. Then Scott Poage's dad, Scott C. Poage, Scott C. Poage, lived across the street. He was a doctor, and he lived in that house, and it was built a little bit later than these two houses. They owned all these lots here. It's a Fitzpatrick addition, but they owned all the lots on this side and over there, and then they sold several lots off. There was at one time Baylor professors that lived in this area mostly, and they developed this area because it's close to Baylor. Congressman Bob Poage, or W.R. Bob Poage, of course, built this house for his family. He had no children, and so it was mainly just his Waco house away from Congress. It's a 2-bedroom house made mostly for entertaining, and didn't even have a washer and dryer. Everything was sent out. Excuse me. The house was basically left to ruin, and because it was a debate about whether Baylor was going to inherit it or Baylor was going to have it given to him or what was going to happen. And so the house actually, after Mr. Poage's death, the house was left vacant for about 15 years until everything was sold. And of course I bought the houses.
Awesome. You bought them all.
It's got the original wallpaper on the walls, original chandeliers. I've replaced the carpet and all the floors have been redone. The furniture here is of the era, but yeah, it's stuff that we acquired. Like the house originally had gold floor carpet in here. I changed it to a gray. The walls were just a beige, and I went with the gray motif. All the decorations are Jan's. The furniture is both hers and mine. I bought the baby grand piano here to be used by groups that may enjoy music. All the decor in here is both Jan's furniture and furniture that I've acquired. I've got Duncan Fife and she's got Williamsburg furniture and stuff in here. The pantry over here is exactly like it was. I didn't touch it any bit. I didn't repaint any of it, so it did have a gray motif in here in this room. This room was more of like a beige with the gold. All of this is original. I haven't touched up any of that paint. All the decorations and stuff are all Jan's accumulation over her travels and stuff. The break front chairs and stuff are all of the era. This room in here was my last one to be done. I finally was able to put new tile and decorate it and put ceiling tile. This room was completely dilapidated. It had ceilings falling in, had a flat roof on it. I've gone in and put a gable roof on it and have restored it. I'm using some of the original light fixtures. I've been able to restore them. They were not damaged, but I was able to restore them and they're going to be original. I've got the heating and the air conditioning is all still original and it does work. The backyard, of course you can see, is fairly needing a lot of landscaping, but that's the next stages to go ahead and do all the landscaping and restore the fences and stuff to their original condition if I can. I'm not going to tear anything down. I don't believe in tearing it down. I believe in fixing things. The little house that's back in here was a storage area that's back behind the trees, back at the white. That was also a flat roof building, and I had it gabled roof, and everything in there that belonged to the Pope family was ruined. I was able to salvage quite a bit of their artifacts and stuff that they had at Congress, and I'm going to go ahead and get those and display them in the map room. The kitchen's pretty much original. We haven't done anything other than restore the floors to the original deal. This stove, I've taken it apart and cleaned it. That's an original stove that was here from the 60s. The cabinetry, of course, you can see we're still working on it. We're repainting and retouching and cleaning all the cabinets and trying to get them back into functional order so that this house could be used for entertaining. Just drink here. The garage is pretty much cluttered right now with all the stuff that we took out of here. But we're working to get it available. The fixtures are all original. I was able to salvage the fixtures, and of course I'm still working to try to make them all work. The stuff like that is still original. I'm still trying to replace mantles and make them original. I have a problem with the low voltage switches and stuff. This set of lights don't work yet, but there's some low voltage regulators that are need to be replaced. We'll walk on into, of course, the main room here is the focal point. Turn my wine. The hallway leads to the 2 bedrooms, and the rear bedroom here is where the congressman lived when he was home, and Jan's moved her furniture into here so we can have a king-size bed in here. The wallpaper is still original. I'm going to replace it. It's of course, you can see where all the rain had the roof, flat roofs, and I had the flat roofs fixed, but the flat roofs, of course, leaked. This whole floor it was all warped and had to be redone. The process of wetting them down and then pushing them down and then sanding them and then making sure that they glue and stay. The bathroom, if you go to the right there, the bathroom is original. The bathroom here is completely original. I had to redo it. Still has the original floor. Has the original wallpaper. Has the original tile. I was able to salvage all the tile and redo it. The tub's been redone, but it's the original tub. This was all redone because this was rotted completely and had fallen into it because of the roof had fallen into the crawl space. I'm still, of course, trying to put it all together. All of this is original to the house. The back bedroom here had a separate heating unit, and it works. I haven't had it checked out for air conditioning yet because I haven't tried it, but I'm assuming it hopefully will work also. The house has got all the setups for both gas and electricity. It has gas heating in every room. That's an original wallpaper and everything that's original with the house. This office is going to be my office. I've redone it. I haven't done much to the thing other than the paint and fix it and get my office stuff moved in, but that's where I'm in the middle of just putting stuff together for it. And that's basically it, except we've got one more room, which is the historical map room. You might need a light in here because
I didn't bring a light with me.
You didn't bring a light? Well, it's very, very dark in here. This is the map room, which is, comes from Poage's map room where he had maps on the ceiling and maps on the walls, and they're antique maps. And this was his study.
Can you open that window right there?
Yeah, I might be able to get you a little bit more. These maps are all early 1900s, early 2000, early 2000 maps.
All right.
That's basically it. And I've got some of the original, of course, Pogue memorabilia, which will eventually go into here. I bought a, come on. I bought a ton of stuff at the auction.
What are you going to use this? What are you going to use this house for? I thought you were going to move your business here at one time.
No, well, I'm gonna have my office, private office back here, but that's gonna be basically for small groups to enjoy and civic groups and stuff. So
Oh, really?
yeah, for their use to have parties.